Number 10. 11 Eyes. When the sky turns red, the moon turns black, and monsters begin roaming the streets, Satsuki Kakaru is at a loss for what to do. Along with his best friend Yuka, they try to decipher why they have been sent to this strange world, which is seemingly empty aside from themselves. However, when the red night ends, Kakaru and Yuka believed it was all a dream, until it happens again, and they are left in a dangerous situation. They meet 4 others in the same predicament. Kusaka Misuzu, an expert swordswoman, Tachibana Kukuri, a strange mute girl who looks uncannily like Kakaru's deceased sister, Hiraharu Yukiko, a lively young girl whose personality reverts to that of a cult killer when her glasses are removed, and Tajima Takahisa, a young pyrokineticist. As the 6 of them band together to survive and discover what this mysterious world is, things take a turn for the worse as 6 shadows appear before them. Number 9. Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. Lux, a former prince of an empire named Arcadia that was overthrown via rebellion 5 years earlier, accidentally trespasses in a female dormitory's bathing area, sees the kingdom's new princess Lysishirt naked, incurring her wrath. Lysishirt then challenges Lux to a drag ride duel. Drag rides are ancient armored mechanical weapons that have been excavated from ruins all around the world. Lux used to be called the strongest drag knight, but now he's known as the undefeated weakest drag knight, because he will absolutely not attack in battle. After his duel with Lysishirt, Lux ends up attending the female-only academy that trains royals to be drag knights. Number 8. Doku Hentai ECCHI Series. In a world on the verge of a great disaster that began 5 years ago, heroes who, with the help of a device called ECCHI Series, use the power of ecchi, H, and erotic power, Ero, to save the planet from libido-devouring monsters. Enjo Redo and Yoshino Kurara are childhood friends who have drifted apart from each other. One day, an unknown type of alien called Sensor Bug invades Earth. They plunder H energy in an attempt to make mankind extinct. To save the Earth from the alien threat, high school boy Redo Enjo joins the ECCHI Heroes team, partnering with 4 beautiful high school girls, one of whom is his childhood friend Kurara Hoshino. However, it turns out that Kurara has drastically changed her personality, which leads to an estrangement between the 2 childhood friends. Number 7. Aesthetica of a Rogue Hero. Since the discovery of Seinen syndrome 30 years ago, thousands of young people have traveled to fantasy worlds, the few returnees managing to keep the special abilities they acquired in those parallel universes. Akatsuki Isawa, known as the Rogue Hero, discards his peaceful life in the fantasy world the laser to face new challenges upon returning to Earth. He comes back with Miu, the daughter of the demon king he defeated, and is now forced to hide her true identity, by having her pose as his little sister. The 2 soon join Babel, a special skull designed for those who have acquired special abilities and magical powers, through their journey to a fantasy world. Babel was seemingly founded to train young interdimensional travelers, and guide them to the right path for the sake of humanity and themselves, but his true purpose remains unclear to the pseudo-siblings. Will Akatsuki and Miu be able to overcome the hostile powerful student council, and uncover the forces at play behind the scenes? Number 6. Strike the Blood. Koju Akatsuki's days as an ordinary high school student in the demon district of Itagami Island come to an abrupt end after a fateful encounter leaves him with the remarkable abilities of a vampire. It isn't long before he is thrust into the center of attention when it is discovered that he is the fourth primogenitor, an immensely powerful vampire whom most consider to be merely a legend. Fearing Koju's destructive potential, the Lion King organization sends in an apprentice sword shaman, Yukina Himeragi, to monitor, and should he become a threat, kill the boy deemed the world's most powerful vampire. Forced together by circumstance, the two form an unlikely alliance as Koju comes to terms with his abilities and they both struggle to protect the city from various emerging chaotic forces. Number 5. Campione. Some people suddenly find religion, but for 16-year-old Kusanagi Godu, it's that really old-time religion that's found him. As the result of defeating the god of war in Mortal Kombat, Godu's stuck with the unwanted position of Campione, or God Slayer, whose duty is to fight heretical gods whenever they try to muscle in on the local turf. Not only is this likely to make Godu roadkill on the highway to heaven, it's also a job that comes with a lot of other problems, like how to deal with the fact that his enhanced status is attracting a bevy of overly worshipy female followers. After all, they're just there to aid him in his demi-godly duties, right? So why is it that their leader, the demonically manipulative sword mistress Erica Blandelli, seems to have such a devilish interest in encouraging some very unorthodox activities? Get ready for immortal affairs, heavenly harems and lots of dueling deities taking Pius in the face as the ultimate smash, bash and thrash of the titans rocks both heaven and earth. Number 4. Gleitner. Shuichi Kagaya is what one would consider an average high school student, but sometimes, he turns into a monster. He doesn't know how or why he got his abilities, only that he would prefer no one knows about them. One night, he finds a building ablaze with a girl trapped inside. Deciding to save her, he transforms and carries her to safety, but accidentally drops his phone. The next day, the girl he saved, Claire Aoki, finds him and confronts him about his monster identity. She even goes so far as to push him off the school roof to prove her theory after Shuichi denies her allegations. Desperate to save himself, he transforms, and Claire snaps a picture in order to blackmail him into telling her everything he knows about monsters, which, ironically, isn't much. As it turns out, Claire has a secret of her own. She has been searching for her sister, who also became a monster. She enlists Shuichi's help to track her down, but they aren't the only ones searching for answers. Number 3. Trinity 7. One day, the bright red sun stopped shining, causing the breakdown phenomenon, the destruction of Arata Kasuga's town, and the disappearance of the people inhabiting it. All, however, is not yet lost. By utilizing the magical grimwork given to him by his childhood friend and cousin Hijiri Kasuga, Arata's world gets artificially reconstructed. In order to investigate the phenomenon, Lilith Asami appears before Arata, whose artificial world suddenly disintegrates. He is given two choices: hand over the book, or die. However, Arata chooses the third option, enrolling in the top-secret magic school Royal Biblia Academy, where 6 other magical users await him. Together with Lilith, these 6 form the Trinity 7, the elite of the school who each bolster their own power and skill. With the ambition to save Hijiri, and the help of his newfound friends, Arata stops at nothing to prevent the destruction of his beloved hometown, and to bring his best friend back. Number 2. Demon King Daimon. Dreaming of changing the world for good, Akuto Sai transfers to Constant Magic Academy, where he befriends a virtuous ninja clan member, Junko Hattori. On the way to the academy, they vow to make the world a better place together. However, the situation suddenly takes a turn for the worse upon his arrival at his prophecy that he will become the Demon King. As word of his destiny spreads, the school begins to fear him, and Junko's trust in him falters. While Akuto is determined to not let his predicted future control his fate, it seems as though everything he says and does only serve to reinforce the fact that he is destined to be the Demon King. Moreover, he is surrounded by a harem of beautiful girls who each have their own plans for him. ranging from bringing him to justice to simply showering him with love. With his newly awakened powers, Akuto must cope with his constantly growing list of misfortune, and fight to prove that his fate is not set in stone. Number 1. Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry. There exist few humans in this world with the ability to manipulate their souls to form powerful weapons. Dubbed Blazers, these people study and train at the prestigious Hagen Academy to become Mage Knights. Among the students is so-called failure Ikikurugain, the sole left-rated Blazer. However, when the worst student in the academy sees Stella Vermilion, an A-rank Blazer who also happens to be a princess, naked, she challenges him to a duel with dire stakes. The loser becomes the slave of the winner. There's no possible way that Stella can't lose, right? Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry follows the story of Ikki as he tries to prove his strength to a world that believes him to be the weakest, all the while gaining new friends, wisdom, and experience.
The hero.